Manu Bennett, fresh off the stage, so you've got a lot of fans here and everyone wants to see you back on Arrow.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of demand for that. You know, I think Slade Wilson, Deathstroke had a big impact on the series. Obviously, it's the origin story between Oliver and Slade. Yeah, you know, it really sort of depends on a lot of things. Really, I'm sort of doing a new show now, which comes out in January called Shannara, where I play a druid called Alanon, and this is a very powerful series. It's an incredible show in terms of the amount of special effects that are going to be involved. It's like Lord of the Rings or the Hunger Games for television. And you know, we're very proud about the end product that we've come up with. It goes to air in January the 5th on MTV. It's going to be a big hit.
Okay, your return to fantasy once again. How did you land that role, Alanon? Did they come up to you? Did you know the books before?
Yeah, I got called into a meeting with the producers in Los Angeles. I'd never heard of the book. I literally got called in on what was called a test deal. So it meant if I go into the meeting and they offer me the job, I have to take it. And I knew very little about it, so I was slightly hesitant at first because I wasn't quite sure that was the direction that I wanted to go with my career. But then, as luck would have it, I agreed to go in for the meeting. We did this test deal, we went and had the discussion, and then I found out that they were shooting back in New Zealand, which of course is my hometown. And I have 3 little girls, and it's very important for me to try to balance my work life out with my family life. So one of the wonderful things about the opportunity of not only being on a great show like Shannara, which is produced by Jon Favreau, who produced Spider-Man and
Iron Man.
Iron Man. Yes. So Jon Favreau is just such a great heavyweight to have on board for this show. You know, I'm actually able to be at home in my home country and film, which is great because I'm not a great Hollywood persona. I don't know.
Yeah, you're lucky that New Zealand has become the place to go for fantasy shows, thanks to Sam Raimi and Xena, where you also had a role.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the thing is, you know, New Zealand has got a wealth of knowledge in this particular genre, you know, starting with Sam Raimi and Rob Tappert, going back into the Xena Hercules days. You know, then they took on, you know, the Lord of the Rings and Lion, Witch and the Wardrobe and the Hobbit, and you know, Avatar has done filming there. So there's this great technology down at Weta and 6 foot or 5'3" or whatever it is, Peter Jackson's studio, 5 foot something. But yeah, all the practitioners there are wonderful. I mean, the costume departments design costumes for that era that are just perfect. And one of the interesting things about Shannara is that I think it's going to have a big impact on cosplay because the costuming in it is just superb.
So we're going to see a lot of Alanons dressing up as you?
Yeah, well, Jane O'Kane, Jane, sorry. We have makeup artists that are doing an incredible sort of job creating elves, the look of elves and whatnot. But yeah, there's just some. Yeah, I don't want to give away any of the surprises, but come January 5, I think the whole world's going to know about Shannara.